So the contractor behaves as if I'm overreacting. She even said to me, she keeps repeatedly stressing how they went above and beyond in doing our bathroom more than they had to do, or what. Well, I have to take your word for that. I don't know that that's the truth. That you did more than you You got paid for it all. I mean, anyway, and she goes, to tell you the truth, though, I'm kind of surprised that you're reacting like this over these little things. So is she going to say, oh, by the way, these closet doors, she did that because she said she thought that I would like those contraptions better than runners. Meanwhile, my closet doors got caught on this stupid contraption, and now it's like fucked up there, and I can't even close it. At least with my runners, they didn't work the best, but they didn't do this, okay? She needs to take care of that. Plus, her guys are just careless. It's the only word I can say. They're careless. They gave me these flat things, and they screwed one of the screws. They just didn't screw down, okay? Because she even said, well, I thought you'd like this flat thing better, so you don't have to worry about stepping on runners or whatever, but I knew the runners were there. I never stepped on them. Your things look flat and with flat screws, and if I hadn't paid attention, one of the screws was up that much. That's careless. You don't bother to screw down one of the screws. You screw that down, careless. And if they've been careless on these little things, what faith or confidence do my mom and I have that they didn't fuck up on the hidden big things? And there's nothing we can do about any of it, you understand? But now, it's looking like the shower doors were installed incorrectly. Okay? In fact, there's no way they weren't. But how were they? That's the thing. How? What the fuck's up with that? You know what I mean? Somebody wrote something about their own shower doors that they installed, and they said something about, I think someone installed them for them, or that they were installed meant for the water to come from the left-hand side. And maybe that's the case here, But my common sense tells me that water should not be aiming direct for that opening there and pulling on that outside. I mean, that's just my common sense talking here, okay? And I take a hell of a lot longer shower than my mom does, which means my shower, there'd be a hell of a lot more water pooling there. And maybe because I'm taller or whatever, you don't know, water shooting through that opening it didn't with my mom's shower get on the floor, or shoot, but that doesn't mean it wouldn't do it for me. You get it? That just can't be right. Careless. Careless, careless. I said, she was here yesterday, and she's like, she just thinks I'm making a big deal out of nothing. But is she going to be able to say that? I mean, I'm talking about the tub drain and the sink leaking and the shower water coming out of the shower head in the tub at the same time, which isn't supposed to happen. And those things are little in her eyes compared to, because we did such extra, we went above and beyond, and all right. So you say, you toot your own horn, and you make light of all these little things that are causing me just an obscene amount of stress and headache and aggravation, and and now there's no way those shower doors are correct. But what's going on with them is the question. Fact is, she can't force me to feel the way she wants me to feel, see? Frankly, Laura, I'm really surprised that you're making such a big deal out of these little things that can be fixed. Well, yeah, shower doors that we just found out about, because I have to just, sometimes things take time, and because I'm questioning all the other things, I watched my mom I helped my mom take a shower today, and I wanted to make sure no water's coming through and spraying on the floor. And I just want to make sure, because I don't trust the work of these people. You can't force me to feel otherwise. I would never hire you again. I'm not going to give you like this raving, wonderful review. There are places, but they don't do that, so you can trick them and use them. But there are places that offer free home consultation. Technically, I could set something like that up and have them tell me what's wrong with these, It's kind of not very, it's kind of low on my part, because they do those free home consultation for somebody who's they think will be installing new, you know what I mean? So if I did it, I'm just basically using them to get proof of what I already know. But I asked Coco, this person's new to my channel, if he or she, actually she just put in a comment that she's a she, and that she knew I figured that out. I didn't figure out anything. I don't even know where she got that. I had no idea who any of you are. And I will always be on my guard because of Stoney in the past. Stoney didn't just do, he pretended to be female, he pretended to be this, he pretended to be that, so I'm always on my guard with everybody. But that's neither here nor there. I need you guys to lead me online to proof. If you can. I wasn't able to do it myself. I tried. I did find a website. It was interesting, though. I found a website, and it had a reply button. And so I replied to it to see, and I thought it would say, we need website proof, email proof that you, and it let me reply to it, and then I looked back, and it actually replied. The owner of the website replies, and it actually replied as if what I put there was from that person, instead of, and it has the person's name, like say Fudge Muster or something. It said something, just pretend it said something. So this person wrote, the only reason I replied, but I don't know why it allowed me to reply, and then it's saying I'm not even me. It's saying I'm this person who has this little website. But anyway, the only reason I replied is because I thought it was asking anybody to reply. Because the question was, isn't that funny? The question was the same thing I'm asking, but my common sense tells me the answer even before Coco posted that. But I feel like I'm going insane. You understand? This is a nightmare, an ongoing nightmare. And the irony is, she and I, before, we were laughing about how people have contracting nightmares, and I'm living one, but you're not going to acknowledge it. You're going to act like I'm overreacting. And I like you, so it's just hard for me, it's like... Anyway, this person asked a very simple question. Should the opening be facing towards the shower or away from the shower? It's common fucking sense. It's got to be facing away. It's facing towards, and that shower is water's going blah, 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 right through that opening. Now, I told you, when my mom took her short shower, nothing sprayed all over the floor or the walls or whatever, but she's a different person than me, and you don't know if maybe the way I move in the shower, or the way my head is up higher, or the way I might change the nozzle at the top and have it be different kind of pounding on my head, or, you know, anything could happen that could make that water not hit that nice little outside pan and instead be splashing on the floor, and you know what I mean? This is carelessness that they didn't even know this was installed incorrectly, understand? And she's going to make light of this too. You know, it's like, I wish I'd come to this realization when my plumber was here before he came, but how would I? Do you guys understand that I can't tell when I take my own shower? The only way I could ever tell is by watching my mom take a shower, and then I can examine what happens while someone else is taking a shower, but I can't examine what happens while I'm taking my own shower now, can I? No, I cannot. But you know why I decided to watch my mom take a, you know, not watching her, you can't see anything, I'm not, you know what I'm saying, but I decided to be in there and conduct an experiment, because I'm scared of all this other fucking shit that's happened, you know, just because the gaps are allowed, you know, that's I don't like that. I would never choose something like that if I had a choice, and the fact that that gap has to be larger than even Sterling says it should be is because of the shape of our wall, okay, but if we had our way and we knew something like that was going to have that, we wouldn't have it. We'd have custom made or have tile or whatever. That's why my plumber said, yeah, a lot of people get a tub and then they have tile, so they don't have to have those gaps. But your contractor should have warned you. I told her what my plumber said. She goes, oh, well, you know, usually clients don't care about that. I told you we were getting you a white tub. Yeah. That tells me nothing, you know. But we've never, usually our customers, you're really, really focused on detail. Yeah, I am. You're right. And seeing those gaps made me think the worst and think something was off or broken or not installed. The whole 9 yards, and minor heart attack all for nothing. You know? And these shower doors, if you're careless and you cut corners, I mean, I watched someone do it online, and they were so careful. They're showing you how to do it, how you get precise measurements, and if it's not exactly good, you try to measure it, you know, you redo, you know, all the stuff you have to do. But if you're careless and you're not gonna do that. I have a bad feeling that these are gonna just fall apart, but they're not installed correctly. They can't be. But tell me what happened. There's no way that water, I mean, that person asked, and someone might be sarcastic and say that's a dumb question, but the person's asking. So maybe they had something happen similar to with me, and they're just wondering that can't be right. Maybe they had someone install it professionally and are thinking that can't be right. And I had someone else I was reading that said that they think it was meant, someone installed it and it was meant for, because that's another question, people. We all know that everybody's showers and bathrooms are going to be different. So some people might have their water coming, like when we go in my bathroom, it's coming on the right side, but some might have it coming from the left side. If we had our faucet head on the left side, for instance, the doors have to be put differently. Do you get different kinds of doors, or do you know what I mean? Did these people fuck up and didn't even think of that, and order the wrong kind of doors for our particular bathroom? Is it something they'll have to start all over again and get new, you know, and chalk it up to doing it all over again? And even if that's not the case, if they have to take it all apart, if they have to put it all back together again, you know it's going to be in less, they're cheap kind of things anyway. They're going to be in less good condition than starting from scratch and just leaving it there, you know. It's not fair. None of this is fair. It's not fair. If they fucked up, they really should just get a whole brand new thing and start over again instead of trying to finagle these. But add it to the list. Add it to the fucking list. She still doesn't know if she's going to have to open up that panel. She's just trying and reinstall the grabber and all that thing that she doesn't want to have to do. She's hoping if we just get a different shower head, that she's hoping it's just a defect in the shower head rather than a defect in, you know what I mean? She'd rather think it's a defect in the shower head than her people fucked up or made a mistake or whatever you want to call it, you know. She refers to them as minor adjustments. I hope she's right. I hope we get a new shower head and it works perfectly and we don't have to worry about it. But if it doesn't, you got a lot of work ahead of you. And you need to get these closet doors of mine and fix this top thing, because it wasn't like that, you know. It's not my fault you had to take the closet doors out. It's not my fault you chose to throw away my runners, and because you thought I would like this better. Yeah, that's what she said to me. Oh, we thought you'd like that better because it's all flat and you don't have to worry about stepping on the runners. But these contraptions don't work. They work horribly. They don't work any better, if not worse, than my runners, you know. It's like... And runners are the normal things that should be there if I want to get new doors or if I want to whatever, you know, not these stupid contraptions. Church women have seen these before. My plumber hadn't even seen those before. But he's concerned that this door is going to fall on me or something because it got stuck down here on the run, these stupid contraptions that my contractor, you know. And then when I said to her, but you didn't ask me, and she just looks at me. To her, it's like most of her, I guess, they don't question anything. They just have her do what she wants, and, you know, it's like... My plumber's really concerned, though. He thinks this could fall, you know. I don't think it will, but it did. It's not my fault. I wasn't hurting it. It got stuck down in this stupid contraption. And now it got... Something happened with it up the top. You know? And he said, and I backed him up, they're not responsible for fixing that top. No, they're not. I agree. But if something got really fucked up on the top because you put these in instead of giving me back my runners, then it's your fault, you know? I'm up super, super late, but I'm not up for fun. You understand? I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the fucking shower doors. I'm trying to you know... I just wanted to make sure no water was shooting through anywhere or whatnot, because that's why I did the experiment. And sitting in there while my mom took her shower. And then I'm sitting there close, and I'm watching this water coming through this opening and pooling in that thing. And again, my mom took a shorter shower. I take longer showers, so a lot more water is going to pool in there. I'm thinking, that can't be right. That can't be right. And then the second video I did, I'm like, wait a minute. There's something funky going on here, because if, as I had originally pointed out to her, it's common, you know, your instinct is to close that inner door, not the outer door. To close the door closest to you and not the outside door. And she just, that was when she first came a couple weeks, you know, when she was doing, and she's like, but you just have to reach around and close that one. Yeah. To have it be tied up there. But it took all this time and me conducting this experiment by being in there while my mom was taking a shower so I can see what's happening, you know. And it'd be so much better if it was the inner door that you close. And then when someone's taking a shower, there's that pant that's not on the outside like that. Get it? They fucked up, but I don't know how. And again, it breaks my heart because if my mom was having all this stuff done alone, and then she'd have no idea. She'd have no idea anything was wrong. None. Not a clue in the universe that anything was wrong. And that's heartbreaking to me. It is. On multiple levels. Because there's so many people like my mom, and they just wouldn't have a clue, you know? They wouldn't have a clue. Careless. If they don't know how to install them, or they just install them and they look good on the surface, but I have to close the door that closes tightly up here, otherwise there's a gap this big up there and then water's going to go right through there, you know what I mean? There's nothing to stop it. There's no pan to catch it, right, you know what I mean? So, and if they were not careless, they would realize that if I have to close that inner door, then the opening is facing the shower head and water's just shooting through that gap, and I watched it. I had nothing better to do. While my mom showered, and I just sat there and just watched this water coming through and pooling all in there, and that's why I videotaped it. I created a video so you guys can help me understand. Coco's already told me, you're right, it's fucked up. But I need to know why it's fucked up. What happened? You get it? She's not going to be happy when I tell her this. But that's tough shit. I'm extremely unhappy. And you keep trying to say, oh, well, you know, we did so much extra. We went above and beyond, and you're overreacting. She doesn't outright say you're overreacting. She says, frankly, I'm surprised. Yes, she did actually say that. And so I'm surprised that you're getting so upset. And then my plumber said, I could see why she would say that. It's because to them it's easily fixable things, you know. This isn't easily fixable. You're supposed to do shower glass, these doors very, very carefully. I watched a video on it, okay? I watched a video where someone's showing you how to do it, and he's saying how you really need to measure stuff, and you should put silicone all around everywhere on the inside too, and I know they didn't do that. Churchwoman told them they should do that, and then you know what I mean? And then someone saying there's certain kind you should use, and then you want to make sure you don't cover the little holes or something. You don't want to do too much. So it's you hire a contractor, you just hope they're going to know what they're doing, you know? I told you, I think it's like anything. People get arrogant in what they do, and they might not do something for a while, and they might just forget how to do it. You know, maybe when you first started out, you know exactly how to install these doors, and now you just get careless or lazy, or, you know, and you don't do it right. Surgery's coming up, you understand? I'm focusing all my energy, and I don't sleep, and I'm like, you know what I mean? And this place is a fucking mess. I haven't had a chance to clean it. She moved in, I was concentrating on all this crap, we're trying to, you know, and it was too much stress, and then we were in that hotel for weeks, and now this contracting thing nightmare's not ending. I have to have this place spotless, okay? I don't care if this is considered minor surgery, okay? It's still surgery, right? My mom's going to need tons of drops in her eyes, I guess, every day or something. She doesn't know how to put drops in her eyes, so I have to do that for her, you know? And she's not going to be able to leave or go anywhere unless she takes the drops with her, and she'll have to make that decision because, you know, and then I won't be there to put them in. So the fact is, this place being this messy is really, really bothering me. On top of this whole, you know, it's driving me, it's crazy. And I'm doing it slowly. It's not like I haven't been. It's just, it's very overwhelming. And everything was not, you know what I mean, was to come home to our beautiful new bathroom and that's it, and go on with our lives and never see this contractor again. Instead, every time I turn around, it's something new. And now it's these friggin' shower doors. You know, careless. And when I first showed her, all I was saying was, you know, it's natural to want to reach for the inner door and rather than reach over for the other door. And she's like, well, you just have to reach over the other door. Yeah. And guess what? Closing that other door makes that opening like that, and it is water shooting straight through that opening. And again, just because it didn't soak anything or whatnot, my mama took a shower, doesn't mean it won't do it for me. But I haven't taken any of my long showers because I haven't been able to, because it's so fucking cold that the hot water runs out in 15 minutes, which I'm dealing with that with my plumber, and you know what I mean, but that's not acceptable to me. It's not acceptable to my mom either, but especially not to me, okay? I need at least a half hour being able to take a nice hot shower. 15 minutes is a joke. And it's because the government wants to control what we have our hot water, what people have their hot water heaters set on, because they don't want anyone to get scalded. And, you know, I looked right at my plumber like, I don't care, okay? It's not right. The government has no right to say it's illegal to turn that thing up, or for plumbers to turn it up or whatnot. It's illegal. It's not. It's my human right. You're violating my human rights telling me I have to take a 15-minute shower. And then I was talking to my contractor, and she's like, everyone turns the thing up. Everyone turns it up. Okay? The factory's legal setting is just too damn low. Everyone turns the thing up. I'm sure there's lots of people who know how to do it themselves. Whereas plumbers are not supposed, I found that out. He told me, he was like, it's illegal. It's illegal for plumbers to turn that thing up past the factory setting. And I said, the factory setting is bullshit. It only allows us to take a 15-minute hot shower. Oh, before it turns cold. That's insanity. Nobody wants to just be limited to a 15-minute shower. And I don't like lukewarm showers, you know what I mean? Sure, it could double the time if I take it, and I like hot showers. Not that I'm taking a scalding shower. That would be impossible, you know. I mean, it wouldn't be impossible, but you know what I mean. I like my showers hot. So does my mom. So do a lot of people. And 15 minutes is just ridiculous. I don't give a fuck about the goddamn law and the factory settings and all that. It's bullshit. It's the government trying to control us. You know, you might scald yourself so you can't have the pleasure of having a hot shower. It's not right. Come here. It's going to be bitter, bitter cold today. So we're going to put you out constantly, but only for like a minute or two at a time. I don't want you peeing on the rug like I had you out yesterday and you peed, and then shortly after, it wasn't even that much later, it hadn't been that long a time, and you peed on the rug when I was ignoring you. But when was I ignoring him? When was I ignoring him? When I was trying to help my mom, something to do with the shower or whatever, and then I thought he was gonna, you know what I mean? You have to be watching him all the time. Yes, yes, you're a little wormhead. Your mama's wormhead, huh? You're a wormhead. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm up super late, but I'm not up twiddling my thumbs. I'm trying to enlist you guys' help to help me. My common sense tells me it's not supposed to be like that. There's no way. And Coco's already backed me up. She's like, it's not supposed to be that way. All right. So that's the first thing. Why is it that way? What did they do wrong? What's going on? You know what I'm thinking in my back back of my head, why are they so fucking careless? Seriously. The doors come with instructions, but they're probably too arrogant. I know how to do this. Just, to me, it's carelessness. This kind of shit. It's inexcusable to me, because it's like, I just feel like we don't matter, you know? If you're going to be that careless. You understand what I'm saying? Why it's not like my mom can't have her cataract surgery if this place is not clean. What if I get sick and I just can't clean it? You know, anything could happen at any time. I'm just saying, for my own mind's sake, this is really, really bothering me to the point. And again, Omar's not safe. You have to watch him like a hog. We don't want to just constantly keep him in the cage, but you can't leave him alone. There's stuff everywhere in the living room, everywhere in my room. He doesn't go in the laundry room, but everywhere in the laundry room. The only place safe for him is my mom's bedroom. You know? Oh, shh, we don't want to get him up. Damn it. I should have encouraged you. I shouldn't have encouraged you. I shouldn't have encouraged. You know what I mean? So it seriously affects me, this being like this. It's chaos, and I can't stand it. And I've been focusing all my energy. It doesn't matter if this contracting nightmare doesn't take up all of my time. I've been focusing all my energy on it. I'm not sleeping. It's upsetting me. And now, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get to the bottom of things, and then every time I turn around, there's something new, you know? There's no way those are installed correctly. But what happened? See? What happened? What happened? Oh, please, somebody tell me what happened.